Welcome back to the Ark Survival Guide. I am so excited to show you guys this episode because in the last episode, on the way back home, we spotted another unicorn. Yes, we already tamed a unicorn, and this one is a female, which we can breed with the other unicorn if we can pull off taming it. Now, I'm going to show you guys the easiest and safest method to tame a unicorn, but despite our best efforts, she is still not going to make this easy. But before we try taming the unicorn, we are going to fight the most ridiculous Kapro I have ever fought. This particular Kapro has a really short attention span and apparently superpowers. It's pretty ridiculous, so we'll see if we can survive that. And spoiler alert, if you watch this video till the end, we are going to show you how to breed unicorns. And if our unicorn breeding program goes well, we are going to bring their species back from the brink of extinction. So this should be a pretty entertaining and fun episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't seen all the episodes in this series, there's a link in the description where you can watch those. And make sure you subscribe to our channel and click that bell to enable all notifications so you don't miss our next episode. So let's get started. Alright, so we're just going to take off as fast as possible and not waste any time, and I'm going to explain on the way what we're doing today because, yikes, we cannot lose a second here. So we were gathering some pearls in the last episode, and at the very end, on our way back to our house, we flew over a unicorn, and not just any unicorn, a female unicorn, and I nearly fell out of my chair. Now, unicorns are super rare, but we already tamed one, which is why we have this carrot garden, and 80 carrots have already grown since then, because we used that to tame the first unicorn. And I can't believe I'm saying first unicorn, because there's more than one, and this is insane. Like, unicorns are so rare, you almost never see them, and even when they do spawn, they usually die so quickly you never know they were there. Like, any small creature, even like a dilo, can spook a unicorn, and if it gets scared, they'll just run for like a mile, and they almost always run right into the jaws of something hungry and die. Like, they're just really bad at surviving. Okay, yep, there's the unicorn. I see it just over there on this tier right below us, and I'm going to stop here because it seems fine, nothing's attacking it. I'm going to recharge my stamina, and we're going to look for anything that might kill that unicorn because, you know, the best way to make sure you actually do something right is to have a plan B, and our plan B is going to be making sure there's nothing that's going to eat that thing, and it looks like this tier is pretty good, but I'm worried about the beach because there's a lot of really dangerous stuff that spawns down on the beach. Now, believe it or not, this is not my first unicorn or even my second. I actually tamed one before too, but basically most of the times I've seen a unicorn, they will just bolt straight towards whatever is most dangerous and deadly and just get eaten. And last time I tried to tame one, it went straight out into the ocean and almost got eaten by a shark right away. Like, they are just not built for survival, which is why they're so rare. Okay, we got a Kapro down here. That's what I was most worried about. So down here we get Sarcos, Kapros, and Baryonyx will sometimes spawn around this little beach. And Kapros are really bad news because they can jump really far, they can do pretty good damage, and they can just grab me in their jaws and chomp me. And I experienced that on Genesis for the first time because Helena, before she got a little smarter, teleported me right into the jaws of a Kapro, and that was the end of that. So, yeah, I think maybe this rock is going to be tall enough to actually fight this thing. So before we tame the unicorn, I am going to try to kill this Kapro and make sure it can't actually kill the unicorn if it falls down here. Because most of the time, we're going to try to do a really good trap for this guy, but most of the time, they somehow manage to get loose. They are really tricky. And if it gets loose, we are going to be chasing it all over, and odds are it's going to run straight down to the beach and get eaten by this Kapro, and there's nothing we can do about it. So, if the Kapro's dead, Kapro is not a problem. And, of course, he is right underneath me. I hate when that happens. Whoa, okay, bouncing was not a good idea. You can get a little bit more of a vantage point if you jump and then fire, and sometimes you can fire over a ledge that way, but if it's got a little slope like that, you might just jump your way right down. And what is he doing? He's swimming away. Okay. Guy, I was trying to kill you here. He can't be almost dead already, right? He's like a level 80 and he only took 2 arrows. Oh, you changed your mind. Okay, we're coming. We're doing this now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna risk my Pteranodon because actually I've got plenty of Pteranodons, but there's only one other unicorn, and we're just gonna park up here and hope, really hope it can't reach us. Now we're pretty high up. Okay, good. I think we're gonna be okay. We're pretty high up, but these things can jump like crazy. Like they're ridiculous jumpers. I'm not feeling super safe down there, so I'm going to try shooting it a couple more times from up here. Just see if we can do some damage. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. All right, we're just going to have to go down to that rock because, you know, this is totally worth risking this Pteranodon. And we've got a backup Pteranodon and a backup saddle. This is why we've tamed a bunch of Pteranodons. I know you guys are probably thinking, like, I'm like a crazy cat lady with Pteranodons. Okay, good. I think we're going to be okay here. As long as he doesn't swim away. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this guy? Like, you're sending me mixed signals. Do you want to eat me? Do you want to run away from me? Like, are you worried I'm going to eat you? I mean, this is Ark right there. Like, sometimes you eat the crocodile. Sometimes the crocodile eats you. And, well, okay, yeah. These things always freak me out when they jump. Because, like, I'm always shocked how far they can jump, and it's just always out of nowhere. You never know when they're going to do it, but they're going to do it right whenever it's the worst time. Yikes. Okay, that was pretty close. I'm a little bit worried he might be able to find some geometry that he can get a foothold on and just, like, just launch up this rock. Okay. I think we're good. Maybe. I'm just sitting here on my Pteranodon for a second, just making sure, because if he gets up here, I want to be able to fly off really fast. Whoa, where did it even go? Oh my gosh. I no longer feel safe, guys. I no longer feel safe. This is a super Kapro, and it can fly. Or at least fall with style, but whoa. I mean, he's pretty bloody, so he's can't be surviving too much longer, but, I'm pretty sure that was glitched because they should not be able to fly like that. He went like 50 feet up in the air, like completely out of my screen. And I am so glad we don't have to worry about this thing flying and eating our unicorn now, because wow, that was nuts. Okay. Well, that was a terrifying experience, but Capro's dead. We'll get a couple arrows back here, and you know, we'll get some meat and some hide, hopefully, and that was the wrong button. I'm used to having my hatchet at number 4 on the hotbar, but check this out. So I'll explain some more stuff we're going to do with this unicorn, how we're actually going to tame this guy now that this threat is out of the way. So at this point, if this taming fails and the unicorn gets down to the beach, it should have a pretty clear path down here, and it should be able to run around for quite some time without running into anything dangerous, unless it swims into the mouth of a shark, which I'm sure it will do, but, you know, at least we're giving ourselves the best possible chance to survive if, you know, this thing goes wrong. But we're going to try to do as smooth a tame as possible with this unicorn, and we're going to try to trap it, kind of like what we did with the first unicorn, only that guy kind of already trapped himself. We just had to sneak up and add a few walls around him. So with this guy, he is free roaming, this girl, I guess. She is running around all over the place, and oh gosh, where is she? So this is another rough thing about unicorns, is they move so fast and so far that they can get pretty far away from the last point they were, and I hope she's still here. That's always my sentiment with unicorns. It's like, is it still around? Did it just disappear or get eaten somehow by something? I don't even know. Oh gosh, I am not seeing that unicorn. So there's a lot of little white rocks that look a lot like a unicorn down in this forest, but I don't want to get too close because I might spook her. So if you didn't know this, if a unicorn or a horse, it's the same thing really. It's just way more magical. But if a unicorn or a horse sees you, it will run away and run really far, and it takes a long time before they calm down. All right, is it on the second tier maybe? It could have fallen down. They just have a tendency to wander off cliffs and do really stupid stuff. Oh, okay, whew, there she is. All right. So we got our unicorn. She's still here. And crikey, she's a real beauty. I think we might be able to pull this off. Okay, she's looking at me. Don't look at me. Don't make eye contact. All right, first rule of thumb, don't make eye contact. Now, I need to be really sneaky, and this would have been better if I had a full ghillie suit, but there was just no time to go out and make one. I could totally make one. Oh, whoa, I'm going to hide behind this tree here. Hopefully she's... Oh gosh, she's coming this way. Stay behind the tree. All right, so the plan is if I can bola her... Oh my gosh, I missed. All right, come on, come on. Yes, okay, we got her bola'd. Now, I have some stone foundations and stone door frames, and I'm going to try to build a quick house around her. That is the most effective way to trap a dino. I don't know if you've played Smash Brothers, but you know that final smash with the villager from Animal Crossing, and you build a house on top of somebody? That's basically what we're doing here. That is our final smash secret technique. Oh gosh, okay. We don't have much time before this bola breaks, and I've got to get this right. Got to make sure there's no gaps big enough for her to run. Oh gosh, she's free. But is she? That's the question. Now, I don't see her moving. I'm not 100% sure if she is fully spooked or not, but she doesn't seem to be able to get out. Okay, so she is spooked because I don't have the option to feed her one of these carrots, and she is not moving, which means she's trying to run. Oh gosh, that's a pretty big gap right there, though. Do not tell the building inspectors. I'm pretty sure this is not to code, but... I think that is tight enough right there that we've got her trapped. All right, I'm not happy with the way this house ended up. This is why I'm not a builder. Don't call me to build your house. But this unicorn is currently trapped. Now, she is spooked. She's trying to run away, but she can't. She can't go anywhere. She can't do anything because she's totally trapped. But if we fly really far away, like out of render distance... Oh, cool pteranodon. Okay. Resist the urge. I'm not going to be a crazy cat lady with this pteranodon. And, wait, what is that? Is that a Tropio? Okay, good, good. And a red seagull, that's cool. Okay, not gonna get distracted. I was just thinking, like, if we run into a Tropio right now, there's no way we can tame it just yet, but wow. Okay, just had to make sure. So I'm getting out of render distance for a far enough distance, and we're gonna recharge our stamina real quick. And as long as we got far enough away and that unicorn is fully trapped, she should calm completely down, and then we'll actually be able to start taming her. So that's the good news, is she's trapped, she's safe. As long as there's no dilos around that we didn't see, we should be able to actually pull off this tame. Now, actually taming a unicorn is pretty rough, because trapping her doesn't really accomplish anything except make sure she's not going to kill herself. So now we have to do the hard part of actually taming the horse. And if you've actually played Breath of the Wild, Zelda game, it's kind of similar to taming a horse in Breath of the Wild, actually. So we have to sneak up behind the horse, and then it's a passive tame. We'll actually feed her out of our hotbar. And you can feed them Mejo berries, even regular berries, but it takes like 30 minutes to an hour to tame a decent level horse that way. And I don't know about you guys, I don't want this to be that long of a tame. So I've brought carrots, which are like kibble for feeding horses. And thankfully, we've got plenty of them. So I have to sneak up. Oh, don't look at me. Stop looking at me. Okay. I gotta sneak up real quietly, and once I get close enough, see it says feed carrot to tame, and now it's up to 30% taming. This is a level 30, so that does a pretty good, does a pretty good amount of taming right there. But once we've got her tamed enough, we have to actually hop on her back, and it's kind of hard to see the icons. Can we do this? Move closer to ride. All right, let's try this. Whoop, nope, she's spooked. Okay, if she rears up like that, she's mad. She is not happy, and that means she is spooked and we can't tame her just yet. Okay, this could be bad. I know this is just a seagull and it's not going to attack the horse, but if this seagull attacks us, it's going to eat something out of our inventory and eat all of it. And if it grabs our carrots, we could completely lose this tame, because I'm not sure I have enough carrots back home. Okay, did we get it? Nice. All right, I'm going to punch this thing. So I always try to punch any seagulls that I get, because they are super helpful if you can actually tame them. But 9 out of 10 times, they don't have a high enough health stat, and they just die instead. So always worth a try. Yep, this one's dead. Okay. It's always worth a try to tame one, though, because sometimes you get lucky, it's got a good health stat, and you can just punch it, it'll go unconscious, and it'll become your best friend. On the last episode, we tamed a Pteranodon in like 30 seconds because we had all the prime meat we needed, and I used the seagull to get prime meat from dodos. If you don't know how to do that, watch the latest episode right before this one, and you can see a little quick explanation. All right, let's see. Has she calmed down now? Okay, move closer to ride. That's good. That's good. Not too close, just close enough. There we go. E-ride. Okay, let's do this. All right, now it says, oh, dang it. This didn't work. Okay, she kicked me off. So almost as soon as you get on a horse, it's going to run wild, and you've got to hit the E button again to feed it another carrot, otherwise it's going to kick you off like that. And you'll see my torpidity is actually going up because it kicked me in the head, and it hurts. And, oh dang, it's already down 22% taming. It was at 30, so it loses some taming bar, and it lost 20% taming effectiveness, and dang it. We also lost a carrot, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, this is starting to hurt a lot. The reason I use stone walls instead of thatch is because that kick can actually break thatch too. So it's a good idea to use stone. All right, come on, we can do this. We need to, oh gosh, oh gosh, okay. So it kicked me in the head one too many times. Now we are completely unconscious, and I'm going to have to sleep this off. So that's another thing that can happen when taming a horse or a unicorn, is if you go unconscious, something can come and eat you too. So we'll be right back when I wake up. Oh man, what a nap. I feel so refreshed. Man, I was having this crazy dream where this unicorn was there and it kicked me, and yeah. Alright, so let's try this again. We're down to 12% taming bar and 50% taming effectiveness. This is bad. I gotta get this timing down. Okay, woo. Alright, we fed it a carrot, and now it is running away. It's running so fast and so far. Yeah, see? Like, this is crazy, right? So this is why I made this pen, because if we weren't, we would be just, you know, getting taken on a ride all over the place and into the mouth of every crocodile nearby. So what I'm doing is on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, once I'm on the horse, you can see it's got taming percent, taming 59%, effectiveness 50%, on that little icon on the bottom right. And in a second, at some point, it'll pop up a little thing that says, like, use carrot, and we'll hit the E button, there it goes, and we'll feed it another carrot. We got to do that immediately as soon as that pops up, otherwise we get kicked in the face, which has been what's happening. And the really hard part is when you first hop on the horse, you have to do that almost immediately before you can even really see that icon's popping up. So that's why it's really threw me off, and I mean, literally threw me off and kicked me. So you can also see a little notification at the very top, right below where it says level up available, and it'll say like the horse is running wild or something, and when that happens you can feed it the carrot. Oh, another quick thing to note is your carrots actually spoil pretty fast, and you're going to need a lot of extra carrots just to offset how many are going to spoil. But check it out, we are up to 82% tame. Wait, scratch that, 100% tame. You guys, we tamed a unicorn, and not just a unicorn, we tamed our second unicorn. We now have a male and female unicorn, which means we can breed baby unicorns. This is nuts, guys. This is completely insane. I cannot believe we got a second unicorn, let alone actually managed to tame it. This is crazy, you guys. Okay, so I am so happy right now. And I gotta say, the front side looks a lot better than the back, because we've mostly been seeing her backside because we've had to sneak up on her, but this is a nice looking unicorn. This is awesome. So I do know she's totally safe where she is, and I don't want to ride her back just on the off chance something kills her along the way, because we have cryopods, and I've learned my lesson from losing that tech raptor, that we just gotta put the tame in a cryopod and fly back to the base. So she'll be real safe where she is. We've established during our nap there is nothing dangerous in the near vicinity here. And while I'm here, I'm just going to grab all the metal I can carry, because that's just what I do. I've been stocking up and hoarding metal for a long time because I'm sure we'll need a lot of it later. And there's actually a lot of really good metal nodes up here on this mountain, and I just grab them every time they respawn. Alright, so I figured we could skip the flight there and back with this cryopod, and here we are, back next to the unicorn. Everything has been totally fine, and we have our cryopod. So, Yeah, this is actually a pretty nice looking horse. She seems like she's actually pretty happy to be our friend now. And, she's not dead, which is way better than she would be in the wild, right? All right, so we have our unicorn in a cryopod. I can't believe we pulled this off still. This is like crazy. I nearly fell out of my chair when I saw that this unicorn had spawned. And now we're going to actually be able to breed baby unicorns. And we're going to start that right away because, I mean, we don't want to lose any time here. So on the way back, I'm going to grab some of this metal. Like every time this metal respawns up here, I grab all of it up on this mountain and put it in this storage box, which somehow it's still standing. I don't know. Nothing really dangerous gets up here. But we'll split up some stacks so I can carry it on my Pteranodon. And while we do that, let me tell you about the first time I tamed a unicorn because that was pretty great. One of my favorite moments on Ark. So I'm trying to tame this unicorn on Ragnarok, and first time I've ever seen one. It's about a block away from a Giganotosaurus, so of course, great location, right? And I'm in the middle of trying to tame this thing, and all of a sudden, like, it kicks me off and starts running away, and it's been beating me up so much this whole time, right? And then it looks straight at me, and then just poops and runs away, like kicks me in the face, looks at me, poops, runs off. Like just the most majestic thing a unicorn can do, right? So yeah, and my wife was on the phone with her mom the whole time, trying not to laugh when she saw that. We're going to pick up that unicorn poop, give it to the dung beetles, and they'll convert that into oil and fertilizer. Now we'll take the oil, put it in the forge along with some hide, and that will become gasoline, and that's going to run our generators, which will produce electricity once we build some of those, which will be pretty soon. We were planning to do that already until we got a little distracted with this unicorn. So eventually, our entire base is going to be powered by unicorn poop, which I think is amazing. So, we now have a female and male unicorn, and we're going to get to breeding these guys right away. So, do you, Lucky the Unicorn, take this other unicorn, which needs a name, by the way? I mean, we need to name this unicorn, and if you guys can drop some suggestions, we need a really awesome name for this female unicorn. So let me know in the comments what you want to name her, and we might actually use your name for the rest of the series. And hopefully soon we're going to have a baby unicorn, so definitely drop a comment on what you'd like to name the baby too. And we'll time travel a little bit, skip forward, and show you guys when they actually have their baby. But right now they are breeding up, and we now have 2 unicorns, soon to be a whole family of unicorns. And these pteranodons are adolescents now, which means they're pretty big. I'm going to move them all out of the base, and we have 4 of them. So, I mean, it's kind of like Ninja Turtles, adolescent mutant ninja pteranodons, if we could, like, get some mutations breeding them or something. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we will be right back after I tidy up the house a little bit and kick the pteranodons out of the house, and we will see what happens when this baby unicorn is born. Alright, I don't always do this, but I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek into the future because I want you to witness with me our very first unicorn being born. So, this unicorn is getting pretty fat. I mean, you have a healthy glow, and she's about 30 seconds away from having this brand new baby unicorn, which is the first unicorn I have ever witnessed being born. I've never even bred a horse, actually, in Ark, so I'm really excited to see what this is like. And it's going to be a pretty magical moment, so I got to clean up the nursery, get all the dino poop out of the way and stuff, even though we do have dung beetles around all over the place. But, oh my gosh. Okay, that wasn't quite what I was expecting. It kind of flew all the way over the Doedicurus, but I should have expected something magical with a unicorn being born. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, it's a male. Sorry to be disappointed, little guy, already. But I was actually hoping for a female, because then we could breed them twice as quickly. But still, we've got a breeding pair of unicorns, which means we have unlimited magical horses that will be growing in our base, and we'll just keep breeding these guys. Now, we're going to keep this guy really safe around our house, but the good news is we have cryopods now, so if we want to go on an expedition, we're not stuck around the house waiting for this thing to get to juvenile, where it can actually, eat out of the feeding trough. We can just put it in a cryopod that will pause its growth and eating until we get back, which is really good good news. But in the next episode of this series, we'll show you what's actually happened between this point where the unicorn was born and where we left off. Because right after taming these unicorns, I went on a quick little scouting expedition, which I do every now and then off camera just to see what's around our mountain. And I have been looking for a tapehara the entire time we've been playing this game, and I finally spotted one. So in the next episode of this series, you get to witness probably the greatest train wreck of a tame I have done in a very long time, and we're gonna see if we can actually pull off taming a tapehara even when everything went completely wrong. Now, people always ask me, why do I like tapeharas so much? I'm like a crazy cat lady for tapeharas, but there are so many crazy tricks you can do using a tapehara that you can't do with any other creatures. And probably my favorite is I figured out a trick which will allow you to fly all the way across the entire map without ever running out of stamina or touching the ground, no matter how low level the tapehara is. And I have picked out a spot for our brand new base that I want to build up in the floating islands behind a waterfall. It's an absolutely magical spot which really needs some unicorns living back there. And we're going to make that happen pretty soon. But we keep getting distracted by all of these really rare and crazy things that have been spawning around our mountain lately. And spoiler alert, when we're finished attempting to tame a tapehara, on the way back to our base, we're going to run into something even more rare and really helpful too. So we're going to try to tame a Tropiognathus in the episode after next. So we're going to be doing some crazy stuff really soon. We'll teach you some really helpful techniques which will make it so much easier for you to tame a lot of things. And hopefully we can make up for the train wreck of a tapehara tame with a textbook perfect Tropio tame. We'll see how that goes. And if you want to watch those episodes, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and make sure it's set to all notifications, otherwise it might not even tell you when those videos come out. And if you actually make it to the premiere, we can chat live, and I love chatting with you guys during our live premieres. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you comment and let us know if you have any suggestions for names for the female unicorn or the baby that's a male, and also any of the other dinos you see around our base that don't have names yet. Those guys also need names, so please drop a comment, let us know some suggestions, and maybe your name will be on our series for the rest of the series. Also, if there's any episodes of this series you've missed, check the links in the description of this video and you can watch the entire series in that playlist, and you can see how we tamed the other unicorn and also how we got every creature and structure you see here. So until next time, stay safe, have fun, and we will see you in the next video, which will probably be early next week. Thank you so much for watching this video.
If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media so your friends can enjoy it too.
And make sure you subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to enable all notifications, because we have lots of awesome new guides, tips, tricks, live streams, and let's plays for Ark and other awesome games coming soon, and you won't want to miss any of that.
We already have lots more fun and helpful videos just like this one, so check out the links at the end of this video to keep watching. You can also chat with other gamers if you join our channel's Discord at the link in the description.
If you want to earn great rewards while supporting this channel, click the join link next to the subscribe button for more information about our channel memberships. We want to give a big thank you to some of our biggest supporters of this channel: Sabo0283, Cole Parmenter, Emmy Fisher, Wolf Girl Be Like, Kelly Razak, and Ashley Owens. Thank you all so much for everything you do to make this channel possible.
So until next time, we hope you have fun on your own video game adventures, and we will see you in our next video.